all, and welcome back to my channel, Red Femme Diaries. This is going to be a quick one today. I want to give us guys a little lesson today on a language that many of you probably didn't even know existed. It's called itch babble. I've been privy to this language pretty much throughout my life, and basically what it is, it's the incoherent babblings of a female. And the reason why this language is confused is because when you hear them babble like this woman is about to do here, at first it sounds like she's really gonna say something. This woman here looks is an attractive woman. She looks intelligent. She sounds intelligent. Doesn't sound ratchet at all. And so what happens is a lot of you guys get confused by this babble. Um, you think that what she's saying actually makes sense. So let's just piece this apart. It's very quick, only 3 minutes. We're just going to piece apart what she's saying. So we are in the future able to decode itch babble. So let her begin. Let's see.
I want to respond to this because I think what a lot of men who respond this way don't understand. When you talk about single moms being a liability and not an asset, you first have to start looking at yourself. A lot of times when you guys make these statements, you have to start saying, how did these women become single moms?
Actually, no, you actually don't. As a man, if you're looking for a woman, you don't have to ask yourself why she became a single mom. It's none of your business. I would advise that you just move on and try to find a woman that doesn't have children. But Bianca here wants you to think, why did she? Sorry, why did she become a single mom? Let's keep going here.
Right? So instead of looking at the actual result of an action, won't you look at the core and the root? So these are single moms because perhaps there are men out there, not really men, but boys out there sowing their seed, not taking accountability, don't know their purpose, aren't leaders. They have
Okay, so she says, perhaps. You see that's going to confuse a lot of you guys. Oh, she sounds so sweet. And maybe what she's saying makes sense. No, it doesn't. Um, what's funny is she's like, well, maybe you have to look at the men and they weren't leaders. And why did you have a child by him? And she's going to later on talk about how, we make mistakes. We do, but unfortunately, some mistakes in life, we can get over and we can move on. But some mistakes that we make are basically with us for life. It just kind of is what it is. But instead of her taking personal responsibility, she wants to put it off. She wants to put it off on you, and you got to think about why this woman was a victim to a horrible man. It basically comes back to the man again.
been taught to kind of go out there and do what they do, and so then they leave single moms with children and fatherless homes because they too were raised by a single mom.
And so she just admits right here. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. Let me get serious. I'm laughing because maybe they were raised by a single mom. So you admit that a single mother is a bad thing and they don't produce great offspring, like you literally just admitted. But see, this is that itch babble. She's just babbling incoherently, not really thinking about anything that she's actually saying. Let's go on.
And so they don't know any better and they haven't been taught. So when you say that single moms are looked at as a liability and not an asset, then who are making them a liability?
So I gotta stop there again. Single motherhood, I think about it is doesn't matter what the reason is. A single mother and her children are a liability. It's just that. That's not being negative or not. It's just the fact of the matter. If you're a man, you're taking a woman as your kids, you're taking on a liability. It is what it is. And see, that's why I call this babble, because she's not taking all responsibility. She is shucking off of herself and putting it onto the men. Like she was just some helpless woman that was standing around one day and got impregnated by some Pookie Ray Ray guy that didn't wife her or want to be with her, and she's just innocent in this whole situation. And I'm gonna say this, and ladies, well, I know I got like 10% of women on my channel. That's okay, it'll grow. But let me come in close. To prevent all of this, you marry before you carry. Typically, 9.99999 times out of 10, if you get married first, let your husband find you first. Be a good wife, have his children. There's the probability of, if you're being a good wife, he's not just going to up, jump, and leave you all of a sudden if he's made you his wife first. Here we go with this backdoor thing. You want to backdoor our way in. Well, I'm going to get pregnant first, and then I'm going to make a man out of him. No, it doesn't work that way. So I think this part coming up, she's gonna see this is the thing with itch babble. It's gonna confuse you because she's gonna say a couple things in here that actually make sense. It's gonna confuse a lot of you with this itch babble because it's like, well, that part makes sense. Yeah, okay, but even Satan himself mixes a little bit of truth with the lies. Let's see what she has to say.
So we need to start addressing our behavior before we start pointing the finger at other people, because the reality
As she points a finger at other people. But let's go on.
of it is, when I look at statistics and when I look at real life, a lot of women stay in relationships too long with men who don't even know who they are and their purpose. They don't have God as the head of their life. They're aimlessly following whatever media celebrity, and they're busy trying to be something they're not. I mean, when I worked for Time Warner Cable and I used to do door-to-door sales, I mean, I used to be in the hood, walking in the hood, and would see rims on cars, but you on Section 8 housing.
Now, she does make very good, valid points, and that's why I said be careful with the itch babble because they will pull you in. They will throw in, a little bit of truth to get you confused. So, like, she's saying this right in the middle of what she's saying here. So, some of y'all, okay, I'm guiding you. Some of y'all are getting a little thrown off. Well, wait a minute, Red Femme Diaries. She's saying things that makes sense, Red Femme Diaries. We need to listen to this, Sister Red Femme Diaries, because it makes sense. Okay, yes, that little part, true. I agree. Walk around the hood with rims in your car and all that kind of stuff, that is ridiculous. I get all that, but at the end of the day, you still chose to get impregnated by a man that was not your husband. That's still your fault.
I mean, so we need to address what type of mentality are the men who are making these single moms. Don't
No, you need to address the type of a mentality that the man that impregnates you has. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the point. She's mentioning that's the itch babble right there.
just point the finger at the single moms and say, oh, well, 80% of the women are the ones that leave marriages and blah, blah, blah. And you had a choice when you met the person. Really? Yeah,
Yes, really. You had a choice, lady. Remember? Feminism? Be equal rights? We want a choice? You have a right to choose now. You chose this.
all have choices, and all of us don't make great choices because we're still growing, we're evolving, right? We grow. And so perhaps the women leave these relationships and marriages because they are growing and they're starting to realize who they are and their value, and they don't stay in a relationship with somebody who is content to not grow. So instead of saying that they're a liability, actually they are more of an asset, because when they start to know who they are and their value, and they're more connected spiritually with God, they're able to raise the fatherless kids that you actually created. So they're more of an asset because now we're relying on them to teach their children better than what they were raised like. So I need you to stop spewing out the hate and spewing out the anger and start realizing I need to take accountability for my actions as to why this is happening.
Shout out to Kevin Samuels. He with his sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, need to be right. I love it. Let me decode this itch babble for you guys. I think she spoke for like 3 minutes here. I can break this down in a couple of seconds. Here's what she's saying. I'm a single mom. I screwed up. I got pregnated by some Pookie Ray Ray. I'm desperate now, so I'm trying to turn this boat around. We're being found out as single mothers. People are realizing that we're full of crap. I'm desperate. I need some man to accept me and my problems and my liabilities. Please, I'm desperate. And it's all your fault. That's basically what she was saying. All right, guys. Please like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. This is Red Femme Diaries. Goodbye.